So why is it important to engage and to develop a rapport and a relationship with your employees? A few reasons. It just makes the work environment funner, better. And you guys, there's a trust in there. There's trust. But you got to build a relationship with your employees. At the same time, you got to know how to keep it professional too. With my employees, sometimes I believe that they look at me as, number one, a mentor sometimes, and two, also a way of like just advice in general. You know, if they don't go to their parents for it, they don't go to their friends for it, they come to somebody that's kind of like more like someone they aspire, so they want to come and talk to you. And I love engaging with my employees. I like to get to know what they're doing throughout the week. If I can help them with anything, whether it's like, you know, sometimes there's a sponsorship for their events, or you know, because we have a lot of aspiring actors and comedians in Hollywood here, and the employees we hire on those in those industry that need some help, I like to, you know, reach out and help them, because me being young, I remember I always needed help also, and when we get to a level where we can give back, that's what I choose to do. So building relationships with them in almost any aspect you can is great. So here's a little clip on a conversation me and my employee had. He called me, he says, "Hey, I saw one of your videos, it was so great." And we got into depth, we built deeper domain conversations, and it was very rewarding. And here it goes, check it out. So
people, yeah,
right,
like to start with the vision of you know, obviously it's trying to better your habits, but of thinking with the end first, and think of the end, and it would be like if you're already at your funeral, and think
correct.
Think of what it would look like at your funeral. Who's going to be there? What are they going to say about you when you're gone? You know, what are they exactly going to be saying?
Correct.
So that, I mean, yes, I like that. I like that way of, or that theory. You know, I really do. It gives you a broader aspect of things. What's the word you use? Perception.
Perception.
The perception.
Perception. Look it up online and YouTube videos online. You know, you'll understand what perception. That's the thing about life. Like you gotta go and search and find and constantly listen to these like success stories and success people and success everything and failures, especially learning about failures too. It's not important to learn about success because we spoke about it. It's not about how much you can make, it's about how much mistakes you can stay away from, right? So
yeah,
you know, once you learn all these little nuances of like what it takes to move up to the next level. It's not even about being successful. It's about how do you just next level. Eventually that next level is going to take you somewhere if you keep going next level, right?
Yeah.
And that's the importance of learning, like brainwashing yourself with newer relevant knowledge and brainwashing yourself with like self-help things that you don't have, that it's holding you back because your habits are not effective. So you need to find newer habits to instill in yourself, so it naturally becomes your limbic brain, right? So you naturally act on it without having to think about it. But it takes time for you to do it every day, which is the hard part, until it becomes second nature to you.
Because the limbic brain is the one that shows our emotion.
It controls your emotions and your body language.
So meaning that if we build those good habits, our brain will eventually just be like, oh, I like doing this. I like, you know, doing those habits that you had to adapt to. Or not that adapt to, or those habits that you develop over time.
Right. So That's why they say get out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone means take a different route to work. And you're like, I don't want to take that route because I'm comfortable with this route, right? But you take a different route, you see different people, you see different businesses, you see different, locations. That's just a micro, way of practicing getting out of your comfort zone. Like me, I take cold showers every morning.
Cold showers every morning?
I take cold showers every morning.
Wake your ass up.
Wake me up, makes me do something I don't want to do. Plus, I get out of the shower quicker. Right? I get on with the day quicker. So when you can practice microly the little things to break out of your comfort zone, you start to do the big things that are uncomfortable. Like, for instance, maybe starting a business or going and getting a certificate for your side of the job that it requires you that you're not used to doing, like taking a test, right? Getting certified. We're not used to doing that. We don't want to do that because it's not easy. It's out of our comfort zone. It's hard. I'm not used to it. But But every day, what I try to do is to find something that I can keep doing that's uncomfortable so that I can consistently break old habits. You know what? It's not easy, but if you can get into doing that and breaking bad habits, you start to learn loving what you don't like. Because you feel the success. You feel you see how effective it is. That's what they call a taste of success. You see what I'm saying? When you get a taste of success in any aspect of life, whether you love or hate doing something, you start to go that route and do it more.
I think when you follow that, when you it didn't I think of it like when practicing for a test. You practice, and you think you don't get it, but I mean, then you get there, and obviously the hard work and putting in that work, you now might be sure about what you're gonna take that test on, but at the end of it, you end up passing that test. Like when we used to prepare for those California testing.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're trying to say, it makes a lot of sense, but I don't think it's so easy for everybody, and particularly
it's not easy for me either.
Yeah.
But it's not about doing it right away. It's not about doing it all in one day. It's about being consistent on a micro scale. Like, find something you don't like to do. Like I said, taking cold showers, right? Or brushing your teeth with your left hand, right? Or I'm going to start taking action on things I don't want to do, and I can't give myself more than 5 seconds to think about it. Like, if my mom needs help, I'm just going to do it without her asking me or telling me. Or, I mean, I don't know your lifestyle, but like, if I need to take out the trash, I won't give myself more than 5 seconds to think about it. Just get on it, right? Like little chores you have to do, you don't want to do, force yourself to do it. You see what I'm saying? Gabe?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. No, yeah, I see exactly what you mean.
It's those little emotions that you can overcome. Eventually, the big ones gets easier to climb. That mountain gets easier to climb. But if you don't start rock climbing on the artificial rock climbing, indoors, you can't fucking climb Mount Everest the next day. You can't climb that mountain the next day, dude, like cold turkey. You gotta train and train and train and train microly, and then 6, 7 years, 10 years, all your friends go, hey, let's climb this mountain. And you're like, yeah, I'm ready. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not about, oh man, it's not about looking at that fucking big mountain and be like, shit, it's too fucking big. I'm not going to start.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to start by doing pull-ups. Then I'm gonna start doing, like all these different types of workout to train my body to be fit enough for any, environment or so, right?
Yeah.
So you work up to it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You don't buy a house overnight for your parents. You got to work on it.
Gotta take gradual steps there.
Gradual steps, man. So start finding little micro things. Like, just find one thing. I'm not even telling you to do 10. Like, one thing. Like, start taking cold showers. Try that.
I think I got one. One would be my body, and really, that's one thing, my body, so that I'm healthy and I have more fuel and I have more energy to get things done. For everything. Like, I think that's where I would want to start, my body.
Great. Start by eating.
I think that would be one little thing. Yep. But I think that, like, for me, that would be a big thing, like, to do that.
And just to give another example of how to start microly, like, you don't need to, like, start hitting the gym 5 days a week.
Yeah?
You could just, number one, you can just wake up early morning now. Just start waking up early in the morning, right? Be consistent with just waking up early morning and going for walks. That's it. Then the following week, you wake up that same time because you're getting your body into a biological clock movement. Then you can start going for jogs in the morning.
Yep.
Right? Now it's not like, oh, I got to go for a run tomorrow. Now it's more like, I'm going to go for a walk. Then if next week, I'm going to go for a run. Then you're going to start building on your stamina. Then you're going to start going to the gym. Now you're getting into the mood and the lifestyle of it. It's not just jumping into it cold turkey and start doing fucking 1,000 punches on the bags that day. You know what I mean? Like, that's big. Like, it scares you. You don't know how to do that. So your brain holds back, and you sort of, struggle.
Sorry to interrupt you, dude. My mom's over here calling me.
Okay.
In the kitchen,
but I'm glad you saw the video.
No, I did, of course. Are you gonna be at the shop tomorrow?
I need to do the schedules right now, and I'll get back to everybody right now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, D. We'll stay in touch then?
Yeah, we'll stay in touch.
All right, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you, boss. Thank you for everything, man.
Absolutely. Anytime, okay?
Good night, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Great talk.